The Sarge is ready for some military-style action with today's game, Combat, for your Atari VCS 2600. And looking at the box art, it looks like everybody is retreating from everybody else. Oh my. Let's go ahead and take Combat. Let's pop it in my Atari 7800 Pro system and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. Combat was published by Atari and was the original pack-in game when the system was launched in 1977. It was programmed by Joe DeCure, who also programmed Video Olympics, and Larry Wagner, who also programmed Video Chess. Combat is a two-player only action game with 6 main game modes, all with different variations. You can use each difficulty switch to handicap the game. When the switch is in the A position, that player will have shorter range missiles, and in the biplane and jet fighter games, they will also fly slower. The goal of each game is to hit your opponent more than they hit you before time runs out. Almost all the game variations take place in an overhead view, where you press the button to fire, up to go faster, down to go slower when flying, and left and right to steer. However, the biplane battles take place from a side view, and in this variation, right goes faster, left goes slower, up dives, and down climbs. The first game mode is a one-on-one tank battle simply called Tank. Tank can be played with either straight missiles or guided missiles. You can also play in either an open field or one of 2 mazes. The next game is Tank Pong. The main difference in this game mode from Tank is that your missiles will bounce off the walls. This also has a variation called Billiard Hit mode, where your missile has to hit a wall before it can hit an opponent. The next game mode is Invisible Tank, where your tank is invisible unless you fire, are hit, or bump against a wall. This mode can only take place in an open field or in the simpler of the 2 mazes, and only with guided missiles. The next game mode is Biplane. In this mode you can play with or without clouds. You can also play with straight missiles, guided missiles, or machine guns. The game also allows you to play 2-on-2 with each player controlling 2 biplanes at the same time, or 1-on-3, with one player controlling the bomber and the other player controlling the 3 smaller planes. The final game mode is Jet. Similar to biplanes, you could play with or without clouds, and with or without guided missiles. And once again, you could play 2-on-2 or 1 versus 3, but this time one player controls 3 jets and the other player controls 1 jet. As you would expect for a launch title, both the graphics and the sounds are very basic, but they do get the job done. Family-friendly wise, the game would most likely get an E for everyone rating if it was released today. At the time I researched on eBay, including shipping, loose copies go for about $4, and complete copies go for $9 to $13, unless they're the original gatefold version, which open up kind of like a book. Those go for $15 to $24. So what did I think of Combat? This is simply classic and fun 2-player action. It controls well and has a nice array of variations. It's also one of those games where, with the right setup, even a new player can take on the veteran. When I had my son try it for the first time, he was able to beat me in several matches. It was also smart of Atari to pack it in with the system, since to truly play it, you would have to get another friend or family member to play along, essentially getting other people to try out your new Atari VCS. But that didn't stop some of us solo players from blasting unmanned vehicles. Usually I rank the games at this time, but since my rankings are based on playing the games as a single player, and since this is a 2-player only game, I'm instead going to give this a ranking from my 4-tier scale, which going from best to worst consists of Hall of Fame, Solid, Meh, and Trash. And personally, Combat is so easy to pick up and play and enjoyable, I'm going to give it the Hall of Fame rating. Even today, 2 players can easily enjoy this 40-plus-year-old game, but that's only my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me both on the Facebook and the Twitter, and check out some of my many other videos. And sign up at patreon.com/NoSwearGamer, just like Greg H. did, to support the show and gain access to exclusive perks. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care, and remember, always choose the bomber. Or was it the 3 planes?